Hi everyone, it's Karen, and I'm back with my design team package for the month of October for AngeldreamCraftsKim on Etsy. And she has sent me some beautiful things to work with this month. And here is her beautiful business card, and I usually do like a picture of that at the start of my videos because it's really so pretty. She's a wonderful shop owner to deal with. You can message her on Etsy if you have any questions about any of the products, or if there's a particular kit that you might have in mind, to see if she has the supplies to put together. I have a beautiful array of some of the lovely things she has in the store. And along with this, she has book paper to work with, and she's got charms, and she has other cabochons and other bling and a lot of different laces and trims, many of them vintage and some Venice, and then other doilies. And so you really have to go over to the store and check it out to be able to really appreciate how many beautiful items she has. Great pricing, and you won't be disappointed. I'm just going to start going through some of these beauties with you. I will start with the bling so that I can clear it off my desk. I just like to set everything up so that I don't know, it makes me feel good to see how pretty it all is. So let's start with these beauties right in the middle here. These are the Pearl and Rhinestone Flower Bling. I know some of the other designers have shown them, and they are very, very pretty. They are 1 3/8 wide and tall approximately, and you get 3 of them, and they are beauties, like really, really pretty. The petal here looks like sort of a faux mother of pearl, and then there's some pearls and rhinestones in the center, and these would look fab in the middle of a flower. So this is that gorgeous vintage eyelet lace, 6 inches wide, absolutely beautiful. You could also cut it off this piece here where it's gathered onto and use it as a flat trim if that fit your project better. You could also gather it down here a little closer to where the eyelet is, because it does have about probably that's about 1 3/4 inch head of cotton there, and then you can see you sort of take away a lot of the length on that and make it a much smaller flower. And then if you were to pop one of these blings in the center after you gather that all up, how pretty would that be? Or even in a fan shape like that, and that bling in there tucked in with some other flowers on a project would just be amazing. So I'll just fold that up a bit, put that back there. And then the rhinestone mix that I have here is some really pretty blings that she has in the shop right now, and you get 10 in the set, and they're mixed colors, and they're all the colors are so pretty, and they look really old, these pieces. The gold is antique looking on them. They're approximately 3/4 of an inch, just a little under. They look just amazing in a small flower. The cabochons, this time my cabochons are the Victorian Little Girl glass cabochons, and you get a set of 5, and I think it's you get random mix. I think there are some other ones. You have to look on her site, and sorry if the ring light is and the lights are reflecting in the glass, but there are cute, super cute, and all her cabochons are gorgeous. She has some rose ones and I think some Paris ones still on her site, and they're about 6/8 of an inch wide and about 1 inch tall, and the detailing is amazing. Like you can see, this little girl has fur on her little cape and a dove on her hand, and this little girl has a puppy in her arms, and this one has a bird on her shoulder. The details in them are just so pretty. These are the Pearl and Rhinestone crowns. You get 4 of them. She's had them in the shop before. They're always a favorite amongst the people that purchase off the store. They're pretty on projects, and they're 7/8 wide and about 7/8 tall. Let's have a look at this beautiful vintage French off-white embroidered netting lace, and it is just beautiful, and it looks so vintage. There is just no question that this is a vintage lace, and it's so lovely. And it's going to look beautiful on a project because it's got that beautiful scallop on the bottom, and there's like little flowers right here. There's 6 of them just above there, and there's also the little points in the middle here, which easily could have pearls put on to add more, like a cream colored pearl, to add more even to the vintage look of that lace. Just beautiful. I'm looking forward to using that on a project. Then I have a doily. She has random doilies in her shop under, she does have them in a category labeled doilies, and they're different colors, different sizes. She usually just has one of each of them. And so this is the one she included in my package today, and it's a good size doily. So you can cut those up or to use in a project, or you may have a project where you want to drape that over the top of a box or something and then add to it. So they're lovely to have. I have a couple of small laces, which are always fun to have in your stash. And these are edging laces. And this one is about 1/2 inch wide, and it's the white Venice edging lace. Oh, so pretty. I love these little edging laces. They're so nice to have to go around images, or as an extra when you do, you might do a border of this on something, which you may have cut a piece off, and then you lay this on top of that for layering. So they're lovely for that too. And this is a vintage white edging lace, and it's again about 1/2 inch wide. And it's very pretty too. I love the detailing in that one. And this one that I have lifted up already, so let's have a look at it. It is one of her vintage ones. It is the wide vintage ivory flat lace, and it's about 4 inches wide. It's definitely a really lovely ivory color. It has sort of that creamy ivory color to it. It looks like, look up against, you can see it against the white of that trim there, and on sort of the different white of this doily. Beautiful. I love layering with the whites and the off-whites. It gives, actually when you put white behind something like this is probably a better one to show you. It really pops the detail in this particular lace. So it's a really nice way to use it, is to actually layer it on top of something that's white. This little pretty one here is the vintage white scalloped lace, and it is 1 3/4 inches wide. Has beautiful detailing on it. I love the flowers that are on it, and I love this beautiful scalloped edge along the top or the bottom, depending on how you want to put it on a project. That's up to you. It looks beautiful either way. And then I have a couple of her appliques again. This is the white organza and rhinestone cotton applique. It's a beautiful cotton leaves, and then very delicate cotton thread with a bit of a sheen to it. And then the flowers all have sort of satiny and then organza fabric with the rhinestones. Very, very pretty. Love chopping these up and using them in projects. Last month I chopped up a pink one and used it, and so you will see what I do with these ones this month. And that one you get one, and it's the white one is 8.6 inches long by about just over 4 inches wide at its widest point. And then the 2 pink Venice ones that you get, 2 of them, and they are a peachy pink color. And they're about 2 3/4 inches wide at the widest point, which is where this triple flower is. Beautiful. And then they're about 9 inches long, and you get 2 of those. And these are really nice too, because you can see how easily you could chop this up. You could chop these 2 leaves with this that looks like little berries or whatever, and a flower. There's a leaf here that you could tuck in separately somewhere. You could cut just the large flower here with these leaves and the berries there, and then that would still, and even this bud here, and then that would still leave you this piece at the bottom. And they look great on a project when they're all chopped up. I don't think I've ever used one as a whole piece. As I've always chopped it and rearranged, even if I run this down the side of a book or a box. I still chop it up and rearrange how everything flows rather than putting it on as a whole piece. So I think that I have gone through everything on my desk. All these beauties. There's just so much to play with here. I did drop one of these on the floor, so I'm not going to go searching for it, but you do get 3 of those. You get 5 cabochons. If you get the cabochons, you get 4 of the crowns, and you get 10 of these assorted colors in these pretty little bling pieces. And there we go. So come back, and I'll be putting up 2 videos in the month of October for you to come back and see what I create. Take care. Talk to y'all soon. Bye for now.